Hey there, guys. We are back with some more Fate Stay Night. In the last one, we did two different variations of the Saber versus Rider fight, and we're continuing. Oh, okay, we're doing this. We're finishing up with the second variation of that. Um, but yeah, with that being said, honestly, let's just with that being said, let's just jump into it. Damn it. Why does it only go up to the 40th floor? I run up the stairs while cursing. Even though I was able to enter the building through the back door, the elevator didn't go to the rooftop. I have to run up the remaining 10 floors on my own feet. I run up the stairs at full speed. I don't know how long it's been since Saber left me. I don't think it's been 10 minutes yet, but that's still too long. Nobody knows what can end a battle. Saber isn't perfect. It's possible that she could make a big mistake and be cornered in big trouble. So before that happens... So before that happens, my mind just completely blanked there when I was trying to read that line. If I can find Shinji and make him use his command spell, there should be no need for us to fight against Rider. My convalescent body aches the more I run up the stairs. Running around the building and up the stairs has run me out of breath. I don't slow down, but rather speed up. I have a bad feeling. I don't know why I feel it, but my heart is in pain. It's not a pain in my body, just something that tells me of danger. Saber cannot win. On the rooftop is something that must not be confronted. Trying to shake off the bad feeling, I continue up the stairs full speed. The wind is strong. As soon as I open the door, the scenery of the night town surrounds me. The concrete ground is burned up here and there. It's like an iron plate from a barbecue, making sizzling sounds. In the center, in the middle of the burned-up rooftop, is her figure down on her knees. Saber! Shiro! Why are you here? That was a terrible read of that line, but it's fine. Saber has nothing to spare, breathing with her shoulders. The instant I try to run to her, I notice something strange floating up in the sky. No. The overwhelming amount of magical energy forced me to recognize it. I stare up at the sky. The sounds of wings flapping. There's something wider than the hazy white moon. Yo, look, I found the thumbnail. Let's go. It is a legendary divine mystery, spoken of only in myths. Status screen updated. And the instant Saber reaches the rooftop, she confronts the true form of her opponent. Supporting her falling body with her sword, Saber looks up. A white light charges instantly. Deploying the wind wrapped around her sword, she creates an invisible wall. Her body is blown away. That which should have nullified any possible impact could not even slow the charge of the Pegasus. Blown away, she rolls on the ground. There is no time to lie down. The Pegasus turns in the air and continues its glide without a pause. She cannot block that blow. The only possible measure is to jump and evade it. But even if she does avoid the attack, the trail is enough to chip at her protection. She'll eventually take a direct blow if she continues like this. The white light comes swooping down. The Pegasus glides down from high above, mows Saber down without touching the rooftop, and returns to the sky. Pursuit is impossible. There is no wall to run up, and even if there were one, no one would be able to catch that Pegasus. Man, they're getting a lot out of this frame of Saber. In that inferior position, Saber awaits a chance to counter. Even if it is a Pegasus, if it's alive, it can be killed. The only chance of victory Saber has left is for Rider to make a mistake with the Pegasus's reins. I'm surprised. You are tougher than you look. A voice from above. Saber looks up, holding her sword ready. But is there any meaning in that? You have no chance of victory. If you're going to disappear, disappear with grace. Rider sounds calm. A little joy can be heard in that voice. I expected a fantastic race, but I did not think that you'd bring out something like that, Rider. A fantastic race. As it sounds, there are beings that exist only in fantasy. Demi-humans like spirits and giants. Demonic beasts like demons and dragons. As their very existence is a divine mystery, it is said that they themselves surpass magic. It is the law that a divine mystery will be eliminated by a greater divine mystery. As magic stored its power in knowledge, the fantastic races store their power in their long lifespan. Even if one masters magic as a human, that is only about the last 500 years. Even if one masters magic as a human, that is only about the last 500 years. I don't get what that means. For those who have lived since ancient times, a 500-year-old divine mystery is not even worthy competition. Okay. But it was long ago when both humans and fantastic races lived in the same world. The longer lived the fantastic race is, the farther it strays from this world. In the present day, the only fantastic race in this world are a mere few hundred years old. That is why she thought the fantastic race that Ryder rode would only be about several hundred years old. Bringing out something from the time of gods. Your deeds must have been profound. Yes, I am different from you. No, I am rather like your enemy. That is why I only ride the poor children that you people have exterminated. I see. I thought you were crooked, but now I know you are an evil spirit, and not a heroic spirit. Curse me all you want. You cannot even touch my boy. You cannot even touch my boy. You cannot even touch my boy. The Pegasus rests its wings in the air. A giant arrow that will strike if it sees an opening. Saber ponders, glaring at it. Pegasus itself is not a strong fantastic race. Normal Pegasus will only grow to the class of a demonic beast of the fantastic race. If that is the case, it is an opponent defeatable just with her invisible air. But that thing is different. As that Pegasus has existed from the time of gods, it has grown to the level of the fantastic beasts. That Pegasus is nearing the level of the dragon race, considered to be the strongest of the fantastic races. No, its defense is already at the level of the dragon race, because that Pegasus has divine protection exceeding even Saber, who has the strongest magic resistance. Its charge, emanating vast amounts of magical energy, is like a giant castle wall approaching. There's no possible way to dodge or defend against such a thing. But that is not the surprising fact. That Pegasus is just something that Ryder has summoned, and does not even have a true name. For Ryder, that Pegasus is just like the dagger she uses. In other words, that Black Cavalry has yet to use her Noble Phantasm. Saber does not think of defeat, even in this situation. Rather, she thinks that her chance will come when Ryder decides to use her Noble Phantasm. No matter what Ryder's Noble Phantasm may be, there's no problem if it is only strong enough to destroy the building. Saber only needs to go into defense, endure the attack, then slash away at the defenseless Ryder. That's right. As long as her master does not appear here. Oh. Oh, oof. I look up at the sky. The sound of wings flapping. There's something that will whiter than the hazy white moon. It is a legendary. Bro, that was only like 3 or 4 minutes. I didn't need a recap. Pegasus? The identity of Ryder's Noble Phantasm. Is that what caused the scorching of the rooftop and drove Saber to her knees? Ryder is riding on a flying horse as befits her class name. I take my mind off Ryder. I heard a sound. Shinji, you're here, right? Come out. I cannot tell how strong Ryder is on that Pegasus. I can only tell that the white beast is constructed from enough magical energy to have come from a few hundred Magi. It is only natural for the rooftop to be scorched. That thing destroys its surroundings just by running. If that thing charges from the sky, there's no way even Saber could block it. Don't hide! I came here, so at least show yourself! I'm racing against time here. Ryder's Noble Phantasm has already been used, so I have to take the last resort of defeating Shinji and eliminating Ryder. I hear laughter. Shinji must be hiding somewhere. Shinji. Do you get it, Emiya? This is the difference in our powers. Only his voice echoes. Calming my impatient mind, I listen to his laughter. Damn, the wind's strong. I can't tell where I can't tell where the laughter's coming from. Too bad you ended up like this because you were acting so calm and composed, you idiot. Do you understand now? You'll have to kill when you can. Shinji, don't rush. Let him talk. I should be able to determine his location if he keeps talking. But I'm different. You and your servant are done for right here. Though, it's not like we're strangers. There's that thing from yesterday too, so I'll let you die a painless death. This is bad. The head of the Pegasus standing by... Wait, the head of the Pegasus standing by and the sky lowers towards Saber. The swirl of magical energy rotates as if without limit. If that thing is going to be coming at high speed, this rooftop will be blown away, leaving no remains. Don't worry, Emiya. You got in the way, but I'll have the idiots at school follow you in no time. If you say you're lonely, I'll let that annoying Sakura follow you as well. Shinji, you. Go, Ryder. That girl first. Don't leave even a piece of her behind. Saber. A white shooting star falls from above. I ignore it, but the instant I run to Saber... Bro, what are you... Where's Shinji? I mean, not Shinji. What is Shiro even supposed to do? Like, he's running towards her, but, like... just gonna die. A storm appears before me. Yo, we whipping out Excalibur. Saber. What? I don't know. I'm assuming that's Saber. For the first time, she forgot about her enemy during a battle. Angry at her master for coming to such a dangerous place. Angry at herself for not realizing that this was likely. But all those ideas are driven to the back of her mind. What else could there be? In this dangerous situation, his expression is only worried about Saber. Shiro. Come to think of it, he has always been like that. Even though he knew she was an excellent knight, he did not treat her as a knight, even once. It seems playtime is over, Saber. Soft laughter. Soft laughter. Ryder places her hand on the Pegasus's neck and makes it beat its wings even faster. As my noble phantasm is powerful, it is not fit for use on the ground. It'll draw attention no matter what. I could not use it as readily. My phone just buzzed at me, I don't know why. I could not use it as readily as there are still other masters to think of. But there's no danger of anyone watching here. Do you understand that I led you here? Because it is convenient? Something missing until now forms in Ryder's hands. It is a mere small rain of shining gold. That is your noble phantasm, Ryder? Yes, but it is not my taste. This Pegasus is too kind and not fit for battles, so it will not get in the mood unless I use this. The Pegasus lowers its neck. The Pegasus rages not from its own intentions, but from Ryder's. Disappear, Saber. Even if you survive, your master will not be able to escape. If your master dies, that is the end, even for you, is it not? That is absolutely true. Ryder's noble phantasm will completely blow away this rooftop. If she hurries, she will be able to get Shiro and get away from the rooftop. But Ryder's attacks won't destroy just the rooftop. Her master's not strong enough to survive a collapsing building. So for Saber to protect her master, she has to slay that enemy along with the Pegasus. She has no time to decide if her choice is the correct one. She looks at her distant master one more time. He is gritting his teeth, trying to fulfill his role. Wind. That makes her hesitation go away. She forgets about everything that must happen in the future. She is only her master's sword now, and exists only to defeat the enemy. Go, Ryder! That girl first, don't even leave a piece of her behind! An annoying voice shouts out. As it does, the Pegasus flies up even higher. It disappears from view in an instant. The Pegasus that flew up into the air has already lost its form. After rising as if to strike the moon, it arcs and returns towards the earth. A comet sweeps down. Even after it becomes an arrow of light, Ryder still pushes the Pegasus. There's only one target. She will destroy her enemy along with this isolated garden in the sky. Bele? The name is... I didn't finish it. The name is cast. A noble phantasm bears a miracle that is released by casting its true name. And if a miracle is a disaster, that should not occur in this world. Beleth... Bellerophon. I struggle to pronounce that word. It is truly a divine lightning. Yo, let's go, Ryder, let's go! A flashing thunderbolt. Watching it, her eyes show no emotion. You said no one will see it in this place, did you not, Ryder? The wind is unraveled. The wind centered on her turns into a raging tempest. I feel the same way. Here, there's no need to worry about destroying the earth. The seal is broken, releasing many layers of wind. Her sword makes its appearance. A storm is rising before my eyes. A white light comes bearing down. Even though she is its target, Saber does not move. Saber! The raging wind is coming from her. No, not from Saber, but from the sword she is holding. Yo, this music? This is sick. Huh? I doubt my own eyes. I can see the sword that should be invisible. Slowly, as if taking off bandages, her sword starts to show its true form. A golden sword? Raging winds. Many seals develop as if a box is opening. The wind melts into the air. Readying the exposed sword, she faces the descending Pegasus. Oh, yo, let's go! That's so cool! Oh, shoot. Now, I don't know if I should use this as the thumbnail, because, like, this I feel like would work better. You know, I have, like, oh, my cursor doesn't show up right now. I could have the logo up in the top left corner, number down in the bottom. That would look so good as compared to the other one where, like, Ryder takes up all the space up in the top half of the screen, so there's nowhere to really put the logo. So having the logo and the number both on the lower level, I don't know, that I don't like that as much, but I'll figure something out. Ryder descends as a surge of light. Bellerophon grows large enough to engulf the whole rooftop and speeds up to destroy not only us, but the building itself. The rains of the heroic cavalry light up the rooftop. Time stops. Facing unavoidable destruction, my mind freezes. But not because of the rains of the heroic cavalry. The converging lights. Its purity is not even comparable to the light of Ryder. Wait, its purity is not even comparable to the light of Ryder that is merely large. In her hands is an assembly of the planet's light, the strongest holy sword. I'm not even gonna read it. Like, her screaming that is just so iconic. I'm just gonna let her do it, man. Yo. Yo! It is literally a line of light. It is a blade of light that slices everything it touches. It slices Ryder with one blow, soars up into the night sky, cuts through the clouds, and disappears. I think, if that thing were used on the ground, a great disorder in the land would remain and never disappear. Her sword was not invisible. It merely did not allow others to see it. A golden sword that captivates all who see it, and its all too famous true name. Excalibur. Said to have existed in England, it is the sword of the King of Knights, known as the symbol of knighthood, the strongest noble phantasm of all servants, sealed in numerous boundary fields. That is Saber symbols of heroism. Okay, guys, I think with that, I think that's gonna be the end. Dude, there are so many thumbnails there. I don't even know which one I'm gonna pick. Anyways, that was so cool. I don't even know what else to say other than that. Freaking, I wasn't just because of how, like, I mean, I can't even say. I was about to say, like, granted how easily, like, Ryder's dealt with in every other route. Like, I wasn't expecting Ryder versus Saber to be that